Hey, what's up guys, it's Warkoopa, and today we're going to be roasting Mr. Siege's account. I don't know how or why he's letting me do this, but I'm nothing but grateful for this opportunity. So before I continue, I just want to say thank you Mr. Siege for allowing me to do this. Thank you. So we'll be going over how he started and what led him to go to Siege and stuff like that. Pretty much get to know his background a little bit and then start flaming his account if it's needed. And feel free to roast me too, because let's say I take a jab at his account or whatever, all you have to do is look at my account and see that I have no room to talk because he's way better than me. But that's not going to stop me from staying on my high horse. Anyways, let's begin. So Mr. Siege is roughly around 77 million power with 3.1 billion kill points and 15.1 million dead troops. We had done this whole talk on Discord and we spoke for like an hour, maybe more, and I found out after that you can't record audio off of Discord, so bleh, whatever. Anyways, I asked him why he made the transition to Siege because I know that he had an infantry march before this, so I was curious as to why the change, and he said that he regrets maxing Guan Yu. He was like, why did I do that? I should have never done that this late in the game. And he also has Scipio Prime expertise as well. Not to mention, he also had pretty good infantry gear. I'll put it up right now. So he said that even with decent or good infantry gear, Guan Yu and Scipio were just not it for him. They weren't getting him good trades, and it wasn't giving him the results that he was wanting, especially for two max commanders, so he wasn't rocking with infantry basically, and cavalry was worse for him. And I'm not saying infantry is better. Well, I am. Infantry is better. But in this context, I just mean that he had Minamoto and Justinian or someone else, and the gear wasn't as good as his infantry, so he probably liked that even less. So he didn't like neither infantry nor cavalry. It's just not for him, I guess. At least that's how I understood it. I did question why his Guan Yu and Scipio were not performing good for him, especially with all that gear, and all we could come up with is that he sucks at the open field with those marches. Which, if you compare my KP to his, I might be worse. Now, ranged, he really likes ranged. Obviously, right, because that's all he does now. But good for him, you know? It's way better than the alternative, which was him quitting the game like he almost did. And the community really needed a sacrificial lamb to understand range marches because everyone was hating on something that they knew nothing about. And so he took on the role, and now we have Mr. Siege. By the way, he got 38 million kills in his last KVK with ranged, so that's cool. That just goes to show you that it does work. Next, we have armaments, commanders, and gear. I believe he normally uses this set of equipment on Margaret and Cordoba, which offers over 100% of stats for siege units, and it has a beautiful 63% attack, which is awesome since they are meant to be heavy damage dealers. It also has 20% defense and 14.5% health. Then he uses this set for Babur and Gajamada, and that offers him 27.5% of attack, 20% defense, and 25% health, and both sets offer march speed that I didn't mention, so respect it. And before we continue, I just want to say that when it comes to ranged, in my opinion, I think that attack and counterattack reduction are the most important stats, since ideally all you're doing is attacking and taking counterattack damage. So for me, attack is crazy important. Oh, and normal damage too, but who knows, that's just me. Then he also dismantled most of his equipment for infantry and cavalry just to craft the emulating plume. This is where a lot of people might have called it silly, but keep in mind that he is now Mr. Siege, and that's what he's having a good time with, and on top of that, it's obviously working for him very, very well. So just in general, I don't think it was silly. I think it was worth it for his situation, given the direction that he's going with. Then we go to the armaments. His first set of armaments, you can see them on the screen, so I won't explain all of it. His first set has 25% of stats with 4 inscriptions, 2 of them being drilled and sharpshooter. I think that was a really good set. Then the second set has 23% of stats with 5 inscriptions. That's crazy. And the final set, he has 16.5% of stats with 3 inscriptions, and he's saving this one for whenever new range commanders get introduced to the game. Finally, we move on to speedups and resources. At first I was like, oh nice, he has more pick 1 resources packs than I do. And then this sicko scrolled down and boom, his racism comes out plain as day and flexes all these resources in my face, knowing dang well I was going to be jealous. I kid you not, just his level 1 packs alone is more than I have in my entire arsenal. It's not even fair. I asked him, how did you get so many packs? This is absolutely insane. And he said he has like 9 farm accounts, and with that, you don't really need packs. I promise you I was disgusted with myself the entire day. I even went and took a shower after this. I showered in my own tears. It was that bad. If I was to open all my packs and combine it with what I currently have, he would still have way more than me without opening anything in his inventory. I hate him now, and he deserves all this hate. Then for his speedups, he doesn't really have a lot. He has more than 100 days in Universal, but the guy fights, you know? That's why. Hold on. Koopa sucks. I'm over here all bozo talking like life hates me, which it does. I know it does. And I thought I had a wake-up call knowing that I suck as a farmer and that I gotta get it together, but he knocked me out and showed me that I was still asleep. And of course, being War Koopa, I was ready with excuses. I was saying that I have a girlfriend, I have a needy dog that's always needing something. I had all these excuses ready in my pocket before I even started talking to him. And he was just listening to me, even though we both know he's married and has kids, and I'm acting like I don't have it easier. But anyways, yeah, that was Mr. Siege's account. He's killing it in-game and on YouTube. Subscribe to Mr. Siege. I genuinely think he single-handedly caused the domino effect that's gonna change Rise of Kingdoms, regardless of who cared for ranged or not. And if anyone has an account that they would like me to review, let me know. But yeah, that's it for the video. Later.